Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. All right, Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. Seipher plays Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. Now, I'm sorry for the delay. I had originally intended to start the 5th Let's Play on the 17th. However, the game that I intended to play was an MMORPG. I won't say exactly which one, but it had a few technical difficulties, as it is a PC related game, and well, let's just say the computer that I'm using isn't exactly, I guess, kind to this whenever that specific game updates. So I don't know what exactly happened, but the devs updated the MMO and now I can't get into that game, which kind of sucks because I did record a few episodes of that series, and now I can't really upload them until I get access to the game again, so we're just going to ignore that for right now. Anyway, I will say that I will eventually get back to that game, and I guess I should also say that I hadn't originally intended for an announcement for that game on the 14th, but obviously with the technical issues I've had, I obviously couldn't do that, so we'll be coming back to that game at a later point, hopefully. Anyway, let's just start this game by selecting new game. Alright, so we're just told to enter in our name. I believe if we can have a maximum of 6 characters. Thankfully, well, actually, no, not 6 characters, but we have, I think, just one more than my screen name, so... Oop, did not mean to do that. I almost made a huge mistake right there. So there we go, and the Battle City tournament is today, Seipher. Good morning, Seipher. Have you made your deck? Hey, my new deck is something special. It took me all night, but it's the best ever. Seipher, did you put together a good deck? Yeah, we get a few choices, but I think, while it's not the best, I could say that this is going to be alright for starting out. Hey, way to go. But I'm not about to lose today. We've all been waiting for this tournament. It'd be great if we could all get to the finals. Yeah, you bet. Okay, let's get going. Don't want to be late. Alright, well, we do have access to our room now that they've left. I will say I have played this game a few times before, and it is one of my personal favorites. It's going to be very different from the last Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that we played, Duelists of the Roses. But I think you'll find, while this is simpler, it'll be at least somewhat enjoyable. Anyway, there is, however, one major downside, and it comes in this room. The only save point in the game is right here. I, however, will... Well, you know what? I'll save the game, just because. Anyway, let's head on out. Hey, look at that. Everyone's here already. Look at all the tough duelists. Wow, this is exciting. Fellow duelists, welcome to Battle City. Let me explain the tournament's rules. The tournament takes place throughout Domino City. Wherever duelists meet in the city, that shall be where the duels take place. Duelists may play using only their own decks. The loser must turn over one rare card to the victor. Yeah, as it turns out, that's not exactly the case, but I'll get into that when we actually start dueling. 8 winning duelists will enter the final round. The final stage is hidden somewhere in town. Each of you duelists has received a locator card. You must defeat others and get their locator cards. When you have gathered 6 locator cards, you will have the map to the final duel stage. You may duel with those puzzle cards at stake. In other words, only those who win duels and obtain the 6 locator cards will earn the right to get up on stage for the finals. The tournament commences at 9 a.m. sharp. Now, fellow duelists, scatter throughout Battle City. It's finally starting. Yeah, you bet. You and us. We're rivals from now on. Try to hang into the end, Yugioh and Seipher. Sure. I'll do my best too. Don't get caught careless. Joey, I think you should be careful yourself. Haha, don't worry about me. Once you've collected all the cards, let's meet up. We should get together at my grandpa's toy shop. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Alright, I'm off. Both of you, don't lose until the finals. See ya. Well, we can actually walk around and see about talking to some people, talking to them with A. I heard some duelists are playing with their lives, just so they can collect some rare cards. That kind of tenacity, it's too much for me. Alright, and I believe if we use the R button, we can actually challenge someone to a duel. But first, let's talk to Yugioh. We should go win some cards, too. Well, let's try dueling Yugioh. It's not 9 o'clock yet, Seipher. I should be going, too. Go for it, Seipher. Well, I don't know if we can actually duel anyone right now, but let's see. It's not the time yet. Don't get too hot and bothered. Okay, we can't duel anyone yet, so we can just talk to everybody, but we're gonna have to go around the map. So let's just go up and see. Yep, there's no one here, so I'll see if we can try and find people that we want to duel. And here's a quite peculiar face. Stands out real easy. Sure, but wait, I'll come when the time comes. I'll duel when the time comes. But I don't duel anyone who's too uncool. I'd be a waste of time. It'd be a waste of time. Yeah. Okay, that's... But I'm making my stand right here. My loud and proud dinosaur deck isn't for hiding. Sneaking around isn't right for it at all. Alright, let's see. Can we actually... Because you're supposed to leave, Rex. Sure, but wait. I'll duel when the time comes. But I don't duel anyone who's too... Okay, yeah, that's not working, so maybe we can talk to somebody else and get them to move. Let's see. Here's a guy that stands out. This tournament, I'll show them. I'll keep winning and humiliate everyone. My ghost deck will spell doom to their hopes. Okay, let's try dueling you. I hate bright places like this. I'll be waiting for you somewhere dark. Until then. Alright, well... Now let's see if we can get Rex to actually respond. No, still doing what he does. Let's go over here and talk to this guy. You were chumming around with Yugioh, weren't you? You tell Yugioh this. I'm going to beat you, but good this time. Alright, well... Aren't you impatient? The tournament hasn't even started. We'll feast on you the next time we meet. Alright, well, Weevil's gone. Quite frankly, I'm glad to see him gone. And here's another guy that stands out in the crowd. I lost against Yugioh and them at Duel Kingdom. But not this time. I'm taking the prize money and buying a boat. I won't let anyone get in my way. Wait, it's not time yet. We'll meet again somewhere in Battle City, bro. Alright. Well, let's go to this area, and another person who stands out. You were with Joey Wheeler earlier, weren't you? I'm going to prove I'm the best duelist here. I'm going to take this tournament. Just watch. I'm taking down Wheeler and Yugi. Okay, well, you certainly have confidence, Mai. Whoa, slow down, baby. I'll take you on if the opportunity arises. See you. Alright, well, let's try now to see if Rex will move. No? Well... Hey, it's starting. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I guess Rex doesn't actually have to move at all. I won't lose. It has been a while since I last played this. Yo. It's about time. Joey Wheeler, you just wait. I am the Duel King. This is where I prove it. Alright, well, now we can actually challenge people to duels. We can try challenging Rex here. What? You want to challenge me at your wimpy level? I don't have the time for that. Some other time. Alright, well, we can challenge some of these no-name guys. So let's do this guy. No, I've had enough. Okay? That's odd. Don't whine and cry if you lose. Alright? And now we're brought to our trunk, which has all of our cards that we can offer up as an ante. Now you can choose to play without an ante, but you won't win a card in your duel if you win the match. So keep that in mind. Also, I would suggest not betting any card that's too weak, like this Zone Eater here. Let's see, what do we have that decent enough as an ante? Yeah, you're fine enough for now. Now, this is a very simplistic Yu-Gi-Oh game, much like the regular card game, just incredibly more simplified. We're going to start off by setting this Bone Mouse in defense mode, and we'll place this Dark Hole on the field, then we'll end our turn. Okay, not great, but we can easily deal. Let's actually activate Dark Hole just to clear the board so that we can get a direct attack with our Abyss Flower. Given that we're just starting out, games are going to be pretty slow, we don't have the best monsters, but at the same time our opponents also don't have the best monsters, so we should be okay. Let's actually sacrifice to summon Bolt Escargot, and let's have him attack this face-down monster. Now, in the top right corner of every card, you can actually see a little symbol that is colored. That is the attribute of your monster, and much like most of the early Yu-Gi-Oh games, attributes in this game actually have an affinity where one beats another in a sort of rock, paper, scissors kind of deal, only more circular. I will go over this at a later point because I don't remember off the top of my head, but it should be fairly obvious that a thunder monster like this would lose to, say, an earth monster. Anyway, let's Just have Bolt Escargot attack again, and we'll just have Sinister Serpent getting some hits. Now, we should be alright. In this game, you can only draw up to 5 cards. If you have 5 cards, you won't draw anything, so keep that in mind. It's impossible to deck out in this game, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think it's quite possible. Anyway, destroy that, and have Sinister Serpent and Bolt Escargot take down that guy's life points just a little bit. Okay, let's actually sacrifice both of our monsters to summon the current ace that we have, the Last Warrior. And we'll take out this Skull Servant and have the Last Warrior actually do a direct attack. And we're pretty much in the end game now, so let's end our turn. Yep, and that is the thing about attributes. If you have the superior attribute, you'll win no matter what, so having the appropriate attack, having higher attack points won't always get you what you want. Next, for how simplified things are, we have effect monsters. Effect monsters can only use their effect when they're first summoned, so don't bother trying if you can't. Basically, at this point right now, Skull Angle is technically face down attack position, not an actual position in the regular trading card game, but for the instances of this game, it is a thing. So we're going to actually use Skull Angle's effect, and it will cause him to draw 1 card, but he can't attack, but that's quite alright. We'll just have the Last Warrior take down that swordsman from a foreign land, and who knew that my deck leader from Duels of the Roses would be making a cameo. Though I think I actually have a copy of it in this starter deck, so not too surprising. Let's just have the Last Warrior finish this guy off. Okay. For winning, you increase your deck capacity, you gain money, and because we anteed a card, we get a card of our own, which decent enough, I suppose. Oh man, I lost. Hey, there's Rex Raptor over there. You might be able to beat him. Alright, well, I think now that we've actually fought this guy, we can... Actually, nope, we can't challenge Rex yet. Guess we have to beat somebody else. Let's see. No, you've had enough, okay. Let's challenge this guy. I'll try to make it so that we don't do too many no-name duelists. We'll try and make a good bit of progress, since that first duel was a little short. I think I'll just end my turn with Mask of Darkness face up. Okay. And let's take out this guy and have Mask of Darkness attack directly. So yeah, it's pretty simple. No fancy animations, no special gimmicks, but it works for a basic Yu-Gi-Oh game. Wait, let's have our monsters just attack. Still not entirely used to this game again, and since it has been quite a number of years since I actually played it, let's have... just basically gonna keep doing the same thing. We'll be fine. Right, and now we'll sacrifice that one monster so that we can play something a little stronger. And let's attack with all of our guys. So yeah, fairly simple. I think after this I'll go to a certain area that will be incredibly useful throughout the game, but beyond that, we'll end this off by hopefully challenging Rex if time allows. Otherwise, that'll be the start of the next episode. Okay, not all that decent of a monster. Hey, what did you say? You didn't say you're strong. Alright, well, if you press the L button, you actually get to this screen, which has your deck, which can only have a maximum of 40 cards, and has to be at or below the deck capacity that you have. The trunk, which has all the cards you ever have, which allows you to restructure your deck. And the status screen will show your current deck capacity, your current duelist level. You gain duelist level by defeating opponents, and as well as deck capacity by defeating opponents. The number of locator cards you have, and the number and how much money you have. Anyway, let's quickly head on over this way. I suppose if you guys don't really like me having to do all these no-name duels unless it's for plot progress, just let me know down in the comments if you want me to off-screen some of these no-name duels, because I can understand not wanting to see every duel. Anyway, by going to the left of this place, which is actually at the left of this area, which is actually just south of our house, where a familiar face waits for us, we can actually travel around Domino City to the card shop and art, or the museum. There are a few people here at the museum. We can't go inside, but that'll be something for another day. The card shop is the more important area of the two. Here, at this place, we can actually talk to this guy to buy more cards with the domino that we've earned from duels. And there's quite a few of them that could be useful. However, you have to have the necessary deck capacity and duelist level to use a card, so you gotta make sure you duel a lot. There's also this thing over here, the password machine, which will let you enter in an 8-digit password. I personally won't be making use of it unless there's something that I really, really want. It's been a while since I've actually used the password system, but unfortunately, it's not one of the better password systems in these Yu-Gi-Oh games, because unlike other Yu-Gi-Oh games that actually just give you the card, passwords in this game merely unlock the card in the shop, which then you have to buy with Domino, and then also have the duelist level and deck capacity to use, so not all that great, but oh well. Anyway, with that, let's actually head back to Clock Tower Square. And let's see if Rex will... Nope, still too weak, okay. Well, let's just have one more duel to see about this. Okay, sure thing. Alright, let's use the twin long rods as the ante. Right. Well, Mask of Darkness is up. I believe it'll randomly determine whether you get the first move or the opponent gets the first move. Another lesser aspect to this game compared to other Yu-Gi-Oh games at the time, because their other Yu-Gi-Oh games had more accurate to the TCG gameplay and actually had a means for you to kind of decide if you can go first or not through rock, paper, scissors, but that's, I suppose, beside the point. Anyway, let's just end this let's just do this duel. Alright. Okay, simple enough. Just a little more and we should be good. Or we can actually show off this monster, because this is actually one of the better cards for the early game. Doron has an effect that clones itself. it's not a copy from your deck, it just creates a new one out of thin air. So you basically get 2 monsters for the price of 1, so that's actually pretty good. And in these early stages, when 900 attack is nothing to sneeze at, that is surprisingly very good. So now we can just sort of storm the field. But let's actually sacrifice our weakest monster and put Voltisk Go in. And now we'll take out this guy with all of the monsters that we have available to us. Although he's going to have a little bit of life points left. But we can easily deal. Yeah, this game, when it came out, a lot of people complained that it was too easy, even in this early game, when it's supposed to be easy, but that ended up coming to bite players in the butt, because the sequel to this game was actually made significantly harder. But that's a story for another time. Shadow controls the dark. Okay, well... what is going on? Because I should be getting... oh, okay. It didn't tell us, but we did increase our duelist level just a little bit. And, you know what? I think that's a bit of a long enough for now. I think I'll just end things off here. So next time we will actually be trying to challenge Rex Raptor. At least I think we will be able to. If not, I'll just duel some more off screen and then we'll challenge him next time. So with all that said, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.